adventurous warriors, victory was theirs. Cleaning clogs shouldn't be a battle. Get new Drano Snake Plus. It comes with a tool and a gel. First, the flexible tool reaches and loosens the clog. Then our most powerful Drano gel penetrates and dissolves it. Loosen, pour, done. The first time. Guaranteed. Victory! Get Drano Snake Plus and get flowing.
SC Johnson, a family company.
In just a few minutes, but first, it does appear the tropical activity has slowed down just a little bit, but that doesn't mean we should become complacent. In today's Talking Tropics, our experts show us why October could heat up as well.
It is time now to talk tropics. I'm meteorologist Carl Parker, and joining me are hurricane expert Dr. Rick Knabb and hurricane specialist Brian Norcross. Gentlemen, we had a very busy start to the season, first half of the season. Now we're in the second half, and things have really calmed down.
They have, which is not always the case in September because it is one of the peak months of the hurricane season for a reason. The wind shear combined with the sea surface temperatures combine for a very busy month usually because the warm waters and the weak wind shear over the most of the basin allow for things to develop and strengthen even close to the United States.
And look at the orange on the map. That's the unfavorable area, the yellow being generally more favorable. Now watch as we go into October, that orange area typically sinks to the south and includes the northern part of the Gulf of Mexico, and it becomes unfavorable over the eastern Atlantic, but still it's quite favorable where the water temperatures are very warm in the Caribbean and into the southern Gulf, typically in October.
And the upper environment that we're seeing now looks a lot more like October than September.
It does, because we have this very strong dip in the jet stream over the eastern part of the United States right now, and that is causing strong wind shear over the Gulf of Mexico, even the northwestern Caribbean and the western part of the Atlantic, and then you got another big low over the central tropical Atlantic. So right now things are not very favorable for development and significant strengthening of systems. When we get into the next week, the pattern doesn't get a whole lot more favorable because we're still going to have a lot of jet stream activity, a lot of lows meandering there over the subtropical Atlantic, still strong shear over the Gulf of Mexico, and even into late next week, if these models are right about this pattern, still strong shear over the Gulf and Florida. That would tend to protect the United States from landfalls.
Right, but we got to look in the Caribbean because we got to look back to 2005 and remember Hurricane Wilma. It came out of the Caribbean, that very, very warm water, and it came up and it hit Florida, obviously, in October. And we've also seen hurricanes like Michelle in early November, again, coming out of the Caribbean and coming up near Florida. So it's not, we're not done with this, but the pattern is changing, so we're getting kind of an October pattern early.
Yeah, maybe in a little bit of a lull, but the season definitely not over.
And we don't want people to let their guard down just because things calm down for a couple of weeks.
Absolutely not.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. And back to you.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for letting us in on the conversation. Kind of giving a true picture of what we're expecting as we